Hello guys, welcome in Unified IT Solution. Today we are going to discuss how to create the index into Splunk Local and Splunk Cloud. This is the same process for Splunk Local and Splunk Cloud. So we have already installed Splunk Enterprise and we'll create the index from the UI and then we'll see how it look like into the backend. So let's start. So here is my enterprise server and I will log in using admin. So the first window it will appear. So this is a very latest version guys, and if you want to check the version of your Splunk Cloud or Splunk Enterprise, so you can click on activity, you can go about and you can see this is 9.3.1. so this is currently the latest version and the name of the server is Mr.Perfect -sc. So now to create the index you will have to log in into the UI if you are using the cloud, and I'm using the Splunk Enterprise, but it is a similar process in Splunk Cloud as well as Splunk Local. You can in local either you can do it from the CLI, and in cloud always you have only one option since it's maintained by the Splunk sub Splunk itself, Splunk under itself. So we don't have the UI option. So they have given us the, so we don't have the CLI option. They have only given us the UI option. So let's click on setting, then go to indexes. So some of the index that you see already available. So 16 index, like one of them, one or two I have created, but mostly they are existing index which is come by default, like slash audit, config tracker, DS client, internal, like internal and audit. These are very important index into the Splunk telemetry. So and they are defined some settings. So we'll go through all the setting one by one. So now we'll create a new index. So in right corner you'll see the option new index. Just click on it and it will ask for the certain setting. Now first thing is index name. So index name is nothing, how you wanted to search, how you will search your data. With that name you have to provide, so you can provide any name, but it is depend upon what kind of data you wanted to store. Like it's just relational name should be with the data. Let's suppose you are you want to store the Oracle data, so you can give like in Oracle, just simple Oracle Java data, you can give Java application name, anything. So we'll create with the name of unified. This is our channel name, so I'll just create unified, and then it's asking for the next option, event or matrix. So there are two types of index into Splunk. uh, One is event and matrix. So mostly we are creating the event. So what is matrix? So matrix data take the less space compared to event. It's a more accuracy and secure data, but the problem with the matrix that it you have to define the schema, more schema in probes and transformation. You have to do more settings in matrix. So in rarely we are using the matrix I have used. We can use for the Unix add-on data, which is perfectly, they already set up in the add-on. Most of the scripted they have already done into probes. So but you can also use the matrix data if you have very good knowledge into the probes and transformation and schemas of matrix. So you can also use, you have to create the schema, but mostly you will see the only event index. So let's create. So it's a similar process. If you click on matrix also it is similar process. If you click event, so by default it's event. Then home path. So home path is defined like hot, warm, db path. Okay, if we leave it blank it will stored into the Splunk db path. So Splunk db path is nothing, Splunk where the Splunk is stored under that varlib path. I will show you into the back end. So we'll leave it blank if you are creating this into Splunk Cloud or Enterprise, and if you want to define it somewhere else you can define the path, and then it will store with the index name and db. So db is a folder where hot bucket will store. Then cold path again similar, either you define the cold path, otherwise it will take into the Splunk DB home with under index name and then cold path. So it is giving the example where it will store and how it will store. Then third part is nothing, like it is used for restore the data. If you leave it blank, it will create the third part you wanted to enable. There are certain setting you have to enable it properly. It is to restore your data after the frozen time happen. Data integrity check. So this setting is very could be very useful if you have very good knowledge in data integrity. Most of the cases we keep it disabled, so it put the hash, the numbers, the account, and like we stored this data, so it put it store the data with the more accuracy and competence synergy. So it maintain the integrity of the data, but also it will slow down the process since it will store the data with very efficiency and accuracy. And like Splunk store data very well, but this is external advantage, advanced check that you can use, but most cases it will be in disable state only. It's your wish, you want to enable you can do it, but just it will impact the performance while storing the data. Then max size of the index, it would be GB, so you could use n number of GB according to your setup, according to your environment. You can set it what size of index you want. Max auto hot warm and cold bucket, like how they will be they will move from the hot bucket to warm bucket. So by default, so most of the companies will set it by default, its size is 10 GB by default. So after 10 GB it will be moved out from hot to warm, and you can define the size, but here we are just setting it up auto. Now frozen path, like after archive of data where it will go. So once the data it will be there, it will be automatically delete. Which report, under which app you want to create this. So by default is search and reporting app, so we'll choose only one app to create most of the index, but you can choose from here. You can click and you can choose your own app. If you want to create app, you can create app and then choose it from here. I will show you, might be in one of the video, how to create the app. Then TX IDX retention policy. So I don't want to give more time because here because it's a very low, it's a very big topic, but I'll state what TX file is nothing but it created when the index is when the data is stored into the index. So they reside until the data retention period, but if you want to enable or reduction, if you want to delete them after before the data retention happens, so you can click on enable detection and you can define the age when you wanted to delete them. It will just free up some of the storage, but it won't help though, because it could decrease your performance level. So we'll disable it. And yeah, if you just click on this save button, so you will see here. Now you can search for, I will just search for unified solution, and you can see that index is ready. The type of event under app search, current size 1 MB, so it's taken current size for the internal configuration. The max size 500 MB, zero event as of now. What is the earliest event, what is the latest event? It does not, which because there's no data where it is stored in the Splunk DB path. Frozen path is defined and it is enabled. You can delete here, you can disable, you can delete, or you can edit this again, you if you want. But in edit it won't give most of the option, it's not grayed out. So you can edit, you can just edit the index size, you can auto size, you can frozen path, enable detection you wanted to set, you can give it, or you can cancel it. So this is how we created the index into the Splunk Cloud and Splunk Local. So now we'll go to the back end of this and we'll see how it look like. So I will just go to the C drive and program files where our Splunk is installed. So here's Splunk folder. Inside Splunk folder there is where there is a live folder, and under this Splunk, and you will see all of the index like I show you, like default index, internal underscore matrix, telemetry. So I'll just press unified. So this directory is created, all our data will be stored. Whatever is coming into the unified, it will store under the unified folder. The call db is folder is created, there is nothing. So in db folder you will find some configuration which is, by default configuration when it was created, creation time, bucket manifest time, uh, and in summary also, in data model summary, if we'll use the data model, that is also separate topic, so it will stored into that. And tow bucket, if anything archive you want to store, so it will come into the tow bucket. So this is, guys, how you will create uh, the index into Splunk Cloud and local. So in comment you can share your feedback and let us know if you wanted to create any video based on this, any topic you wanted to see video on any topic. So please let us know. Kindly support our channel via subscribe, like and comment. Thank you, guys.